Hi, I'm Bill Staton, your host, and with me is Johnny Ervolino. And our contestants are Billy Incardona, a world-class player, and he is from Chicago, versus Buddy Hall from Paducah, Kentucky. And it's one pocket, it's 3 out of 5. And what do you think of this match, Johnny?
Oh, I think it's going to be a dynamite match. These are two fine players. Buddy Hall has been a great player for many years. And all I see is a strong match here.
Well, Buddy has quite a few credits to me. He told me just before the match began here, or he's beginning, that he has won 38 MPBA events. And that's second only to Mike Siegel in wins, I think, on the MPBA tour. Also, they just lagged for the break, of course, and Billy Incardona won the break, and he is elected to rack the balls. Today is May the 19th, 1994, and we're, of course, in Roanoke, Virginia. And the tables are furnished by Kim Steele. And I will say one thing, Johnny. What do you think of this Kim Steele pool table?
I think it's the best table made. I think they are beautiful.
And we're here at the beautiful Guys and Dolls Billiard Parlor in Roanoke, Virginia, and this is the first annual. And they hope to have it back again this year.
Well, it looks to be a very successful tournament. I'm sure they will.
Billy has racked the balls, and he's elected to take this is one pocket, and of course it's 3 out of 5 of it. Billy was a little unlucky. He seemed to hit those balls quite well, but the 15 is the ball closest to Buddy's pocket, which is to your left on the screen. And I think he'll try to cut this ball in. Now, he was a little unlucky that he went all around in between all those balls, and he's looking a little perplexed. But there is a ball in that cluster of balls right near the center of the 7 ball that he is looking at right now that looks like it might fit into his pocket.
You know, these two players, they have such respect for each other's game. In the beginning, they both figured it'd be a little tense.
Well, I'll tell you, these are two seasoned veterans. Now, Buddy has won lots of tournaments, and I'll take up for Billy a little bit. I frankly think he is not exposing his game. He should have won a lot more.
Oh, definitely.
And he doesn't really try to win these tournaments, although I'm sure that he'll take issue with that. Anyway, Buddy is playing the 7 ball toward his pocket. That's the ball in the cluster of balls there. Made it. Came out of it very well, and now he has got a pretty open table. He figures to run 5 or 6 balls, maybe more.
Well, the trick it is, he's going to try to get behind that 5 ball.
Well, he'll shoot
13 and
this
9.
at 13 and the 9, right. There's the 13. The 9 is the one closest to his pocket there. He'll shoot this ball, and he'll draw the ball, and the 2 balls that you see over next, the closest to the 9, he'll try to get on the other side of them and shoot the 5 or the 6 next. Probably the 5. So far, so good. It looks like advantage Hall, right, Johnny?
Oh, a big advantage. Especially with Billy Incardona breaking the first game and losing the serve. When you lose that break, you're in trouble raising the 3.
You know, Buddy played a match earlier this afternoon, and he got to break twice, and he made a ball on the break twice. And one time he ran 8 and out on the break, and the next time it was against Freddie Boggs.
Well, he's really a great player.
Yes, he is.
He's been a great player since I met him as a kid.
Well, Buddy just continues to run the balls. He needs 3 balls, I believe, and he'll be out.
He knows poor Buddy.
Yes, he does. And his is not one of his stronger games.
That's right.
I think it's probably his 3rd best game. That he also is a great bank pool player. And, of course, 9 ball is his forte. He's playing for 2. Look at control.
That control. That is phenomenal.
3 ball for game. Game number 1 is to Buddy Hall. Well, Billy Billy lost his advantage. Listen to the applause of the audience. Billy lost his advantage of this match by making a bad break, and Buddy responded with running 8 and out.
I'll tell you, Dad, it's a tough. It's still going to be a tough match. I still predict it'll be a tough match. This match.
Well, I might add at this time, the host site for this tournament is Guys and Dolls Billiard Parlor in Roanoke, Virginia. A very fine place. Got some of the best equipment, and also is produced by Grady Matthews and Julian Robertson. Beg your pardon. And hopefully this will be one of many here. They say this is the first annual. They're planning on having it back again next year. Buddy Hall to break now. He's choosing the same pocket that he had. He made a similar break. It's close. And I think Billy will be able to cut this 6 ball in. It looks almost like a similar break, except there's not many other balls that will fit in Billy's pocket. He's got to cut this ball and go into the rack and hopefully come out with a shot.
But it's amazing how the breaks both went against both players.
I know, and they've been breaking real well. Billy's attempting to cut the ball in closest to his pocket there, which he did. He got a very fortunate roll on his 13.
He definitely got a break then by hitting that 13 the way he did.
So these 2 games have started out similarly. I mean, the first, Billy broke them, left the ball sticking out. He fortunately ran 8 and out. And Billy had one to stick out for him when Buddy broke. And
it would really be something if he run 8 and out. Then the advantage would definitely go back to Incardona again.
Yes. I didn't like the way he hit that one.
He's good on a 12 ball, right. But he'll probably play for the 11 ball next.
That's what he played for, but he came up a little, well, it got fair, but he wanted to go just a little bit more.
God, this is an exciting game.
It takes a long time, Johnny. How long do you think it would take a player to learn just the strategy of this game?
Okay. Unless he's a real fast learner. I know people have been playing this game for years and still don't have no idea how to play this game.
Well, Billy got 3 balls out of that. He's leading 3 balls to nothing. However, he's behind in the match, 1 game to nothing.
Yeah, and he gave Buddy Hall a fairly good bank to get back into this game right now.
Ooh, Buddy
that was a bad roll.
The 7 ball, which is the ball, the lowest one in that cluster of balls around the spot, would have fit in Buddy's pocket. However, that ball came back around and just touched him and
touched it and took away the shot.
Yeah. Even though Billy has 3 balls at this point, I would still say Buddy has the advantage, even though he has 1, because of the way the balls are.
The balls are definitely favoring Buddy
Yes.
Hall.
The applause you saw there was for the winner on table beside of this one, that I think Wade Crane won that match.
Yeah.
Buddy is shooting at this. I don't think he's trying to make this 7 ball, but it'll get over there very close. That's exactly what it did, and he made sure that he controlled the cue ball. And anytime you leave an opponent on the rail like that, you know he's not going to be able to do about 10% of what he could do if he's out in the
At least, because you don't have much advantage on shooting this shot.
What do you think Billy will do from here?
Probably just duck behind the 7 ball.
He's just kicking it to 7 and 8, right? Yes, there you go. That's a good shot. In one pocket, as most of you people, viewers know, once the cue ball contacts an object ball, either the cue ball or the object ball has to go back to a rail. And he easily did that there. Now Buddy is just going to tickle this 8 ball, go across the table, and try to come back between the 9 and the 2. Let's see. He let it get just a little bit away, and he actually left Billy a good shot.
On the 8
Billy
ball.
will, yes, the 8
He
ball.
will definitely hit this
Billy
8 ball.
will definitely bank at this ball, and he'll probably stop the cue ball a couple inches backing up, and then the 3 ball would be the next shot, which is the red ball right in the center of the table there. It's a shot you're going to sell the game if you do not make it, but he's going for it. The 8 ball bank across corner. Easily pocketed.
And he hit it perfect.
Now what he will do, he'll shoot the red ball, and he will make the cue ball go forward and nudge that 9 ball, the yellow striped ball, and where he'll open up the 2 ball. He hit it badly, but he got away with it. Very good shot. All of a sudden, this game reversed. Buddy just let that cue ball get away about an inch too much there. Left Billy an opening, and he's taking advantage of it.
I believe he has 6 balls. This is his 7th ball right here. I believe he's playing for 1 by now.
Yes.
And the match will be tied if he makes it. No, he missed it and gave Buddy Hall. Look at this change of events right here.
You know, there's an example of playing too safely. He could have easily banked that ball and given up the shot and hung it in his pocket at worst. Instead, he elected to try to play completely safe and hit it badly, and it came back over. Buddy needs all the balls on the table and legitimately has a shot at getting them if he can get on this 5 ball or the 1 here. Oh, he hit it badly, but he's getting away with it.
He got on the 5, perfect.
Looky here. It came, just nibbled the corner there. Well, Billy turned a game that he had a winner into a, well, I'll tell you, it's close right here.
Buddy Hall is to gets good on this 14 ball or 10. I believe he's the favorite this game.
The 14 ball is the green striped ball up next to the side pocket that's blocking the 15 toward his pocket. So that's the one he wants to get on. If he could draw this ball and come by the cue ball to come back and just tickle the 15. Let's see if he gets how close he gets. Well, he just barely missed the 15, but he's all right.
But he's all right because he's got the 14. He's still got the 14 and get back with a 15 or 4.
He's got the 10 if he elects to draw on it and come back and maybe hit the 15 ball. I think he'll elect to. Which one do you think he'll shoot, the 10 or the 14?
I say the 14.
Okay. Well, I think I'll say the 10 ball. The 10 ball is the one he's shooting at. And he's going to come back and try to just almost tickle the 15 ball. Uh-oh. I didn't understand that shot.
Well, I personally think the 14 ball was a safer shot to shoot at. Yeah. You can't possibly give away anything, and you must get back in line with your last 3 balls.
Well, meanwhile, Billy got a reprieve there and is tied to score up at 1 game each.
And the advantage went back to Mr. Incardona. He gets to break again.
But he just cannot understand how he missed that shot, and that is a rare, rare occasion for him. I might add that racking of balls in one pocket is a very important thing, that the balls are racked correctly. And here, which I think Grady Matthews is to be commended, that he is allowing the players to rack their own balls. That way they have no one to complain to or to blame if they make a bad break. Now, if you notice, Billy elected to break them from a different spot on the table there. Yeah. He brought the cue ball out about 8 inches from the rail.
And a much improved break.
Yes.
He left him exactly nothing.
The only thing bad about that break, you always leave the cue ball off the rail like this. You know, if you notice the cue ball is off the rail, I like to leave the cue ball as close to the rail as I can on that side, and that way a guy cannot do nearly as many things. My buddy's just going to try to hit that ball and stop the cue ball right at the head of the rack and knock a couple of balls over to his side. There's the cue ball there. Unfortunately, the ball came through without striking any balls, and he didn't really knock. He was able to play safely, but he didn't get anything on his side over here. But he's got out of the break almost, when I say partially out of the break, because Billy's going to have to let him have some kind of a shot where he'll be able to move that 8 ball.
Well, I told you from the beginning this will be an exciting match, and exciting it is.
I tell you, it's a tough match.
You know, it's really amazing how all these tables are built. These tables are built so solid.
This is the first time I had ever seen one of these chem steel tables, and I understand they have 1 1/4 inch or either 1 1/2 inch slate. They are absolutely a solid table. And one thing, now here we have about 40 some entries in this tournament, and they are mostly all veterans. I have not heard one complaint about the table.
Oh, I don't believe you'll ever hear any.
I'm very much impressed. Do you know how much they cost? I forgot to ask the guy.
Yeah, like 5,000.
They're like 5,000. Well, I'll tell you, they're worth every bit of it. Buddy's going to shoot this. I think he's going to. Well, I don't know what he's going to do. He still hasn't made up his mind.
I believe he's still annoyed for missing that ball, that 10 ball last game. That's a ball that Buddy Hall would very rarely miss.
He's going to shoot this 3 ball. Oh, well, he double crossed me there.
Look at this save.
You know, from our angle, sometimes it's very difficult to see exactly what they're aiming at, especially, you know, I thought he was shooting a 3 ball there. And the shot he chose turned out pretty well. I know that shot turned out pretty good for Billy, but I didn't like that shot. What'd you think of it?
No, I didn't like it at all.
I mean, he, you know, allowed Buddy to possibly get out of the break entirely here with this shot. And Buddy's just banking the 11 over toward his pocket.
And
he got a little bit of a kiss. If he had not have kissed that ball, he couldn't hit quite enough of the ball. That the ball would have been over next to his hole.
I believe Billy's going to 2-rail that 12 ball. Let me see if I can call something. He might even bank the 3 into the stack.
There's one pretty good shot. Is the 12 ball, 2 rails. I think he was just pointing out with his cue stick there where to hit. It will not fit in his hole, but it would definitely go over in that direction. I can't quite tell if the 3 ball, which is the red ball, I think he's elected to go with the 12 ball, striking it 2 rails, and putting the cue ball about in the middle of the table up at the top, and the 12 will come down toward his pocket. There you go. It's coming 2 rails. It ended up making it. What a shot. Now, that was well executed. I didn't think that the 12 would go by the 3 ball. What he'll do here is he'll hit this 8 ball, which is the ball right there, the black ball. He'll hit it very slowly. It will just have enough speed to get to the pocket. Well, he hit it with a little more authority than I thought he would. Does he have an angle on this?
Two ball.
Two ball. Okay,
No, he's shooting the two ball here.
All right, he'll draw the ball a little.
And he jugged it.
Ooh. Uncharacteristic of Billy, but that ball didn't look like it would hardly fit.
Yep.
You know, it was a little close. He left Buddy an excellent opportunity here if he makes his 15 ball. The 15 ball is the one ball right there, closest to Buddy's pocket. He's going to cut it and let the cue ball go into that cluster of balls. He did it, and he opened them up nicely. He's going to shoot the 10 and draw the cue ball back about 4 or 5 inches. Everything's perfect so far. He'll shoot the 5 ball and he'll try to get on this 4 ball, which is the purple ball. Whenever they pan back there with the camera, there you go. He'll shoot. Well, he's changed his mind.
I believe he has a dead 3 ball combination too. I don't know why he won't shoot that.
Well, that could have not.
No, that was one hell of a shot.
It certainly was. He might go up for the 3 on this shot. 3 or the 5. No, it's going to be the 5 ball. He will shoot the 5 ball next, and I'm not absolutely sure whether he's not going to try to get back on the 7 and 9, or the 2 balls that look like they're dancing together themselves. They're together.
I believe they'll try to get behind that 7 or 9 ball.
That's what he's trying to do. He's drawing the ball. A little unsure about the shot because you got to get between that 1 and that 7 ball. Oh, he just executed it beautifully.
Just another perfect shot by Mr. Buddy Hall.
That was not an easy shot either,
No.
to get where he got.
Well, he hasn't been a champion for a long time.
He'll just draw the ball back for the 1 ball or the 2 ball. He's just keeping the cue ball off the rail.
And he's playing for 2 balls. And the advantage goes back to Mr. Buddy Hall.
He'll just make this ball go 2 rails or 1 rail with the cue ball. I believe he might go 2. 1 rail, 2 rails. Now the 7 ball. He's laughing. He came up about 3 inches short of where he wanted to get. Still a great shot.
And Mr. Buddy Hall wins it again.
You know, Johnny, something kind of interesting about the match. Buddy Hall took a 2-1 lead in a race to 3. Is each time they have broken the balls, they have lost.
And that's supposed to be a great advantage.
Yes.
So far, it looks like a disadvantage.
You know, that reminds me of Pat Fleming, our producer of the Accu-Stats video. He was playing a match, and he couldn't playing a 9-ball match. And every time he was breaking, he couldn't make a ball on the break. Finally, he got so far behind, it was like 9-5 or either 10-5 in the race to 11. He told his opponent to start breaking. He gave his opponent the break, and he won 4 in a row, and his opponent said, "You break now." I've forgotten who won the match. This actually happened. Buddy Hall to break, and he is on the hill leading 2 games to 1.
And made a ball.
Made a ball.
And made a ball on the break.
That, I have only watched him play now, a total of 5 games, and he has broken 3 times. And he made a ball on the break 3 out of the 5
3
times
to 5
he's broken. If he continues at that rate, he'll be hard to beat. He's a little unlucky he did not get another ball to shoot at.
So as strange as it may sound, but if Billy Incardona was to win this game, he would become the favorite then again because he gets the last break.
Right now, Billy is feeling pretty good that he doesn't have a very good shot. What Buddy is attempting to do here, the green ball is sticking out from the pack there. He's going to hit it into the blue ball. The blue ball is to kiss off the 7 ball and go over near his hole. Let's see what happens. There it is. He executed it perfectly.
Just perfect.
That was actually a combination, then a kiss off of another ball, and played it and controlled the cue ball perfectly.
Well, they don't call him the Rifleman for nothing.
He shoots straight as a rifle, I can tell you that. And he's actually shooting a 15 ball here, and he'll draw the cue ball to the side rail. Out. Looky here, he just missed it. That is twice Buddy has missed shots that you would never dream that he'd miss. Boy, did Billy jump off of that chair in a hurry.
I can't believe he didn't shoot the 5 ball in.
He shot the right shot, I felt like, because it would open up the other 2 balls. The 15 was blocking the 8 and 11. It was absolutely the easiest of the 3 shots there. Here is the opening break of how Buddy Hall made this ball on the break. Now, folks, I don't know, that is something that they never think they're going to do, but he's made it 3 out of the 5 games that I have seen him play where he broke the balls. That's a pretty good average.
In baseball, you would call that batting 600.
I'd say it's hitting a home run if you run 8 and out in the bottom of the 9th.
In the meantime, Mr. Buddy Hall has a little problem here. Billy throws him on the 8 ball. I don't believe he has anything to shoot down this end of the table.
No. He's just hopefully going to get out of this thing. The 2 balls, he's looking if he can get by the 8 and hit those 2 balls, but he's those 2 right there. He's also looking at them as if he could possibly bank the 6 across corner. That'd be a combination bank shot. If he can hit them, I think he's going to attempt it. And Billy is looking anxiously over his shoulder at the shot. Well, you can't quite see Billy there, but I promise you he's just to the left of Buddy there. There he is coming into the picture. No, he's not trying to bank the ball now. He's just trying to get out of this thing. Yes. If you noticed on that shot, he hit that cue ball with a lot of top English, and when it actually came off the rail, hit the ball, it had draw English on it, where he kept it down here on the rail.
It bounced right back downhill.
Yes.
Now comes the moment of truth.
I think he's just playing a safety here, which he did.
Well, when you have to be pretty defensive at this stage of the match because you can't afford to make a mistake again. You'll definitely lose the match.
Billy is extremely up against the 8 ball, or behind the 8 ball. The reason being is he's behind 2-1. Buddy can take a couple of liberties. And, you know, even if he loses his game, he still would be only a slight underdog with Billy breaking the balls. But he'll play it as if it were
the deciding
Billy.
game.
Yes. Buddy does not. This is the most mistakes I've seen him make in a game where he missed those 2 balls that were very makeable balls.
Well, I saw Buddy play the 9 ball tournament. I don't think he missed 2 balls the whole tournament.
Now this is a very aggressive shot that he's shooting here. I think he's banking at the 12 ball. If he misses this, I don't like it. Well, he might. Boy, what a shot. Did you see that?
And I believe he's safe.
Well, look at the one ball. Do you see the yellow ball?
Oh,
He's
yeah.
looking at it right
I didn't notice
now.
it.
If it were frozen, he could make it, but I don't think it's frozen. Well, he'll shoot the 3 ball here.
That, I believe he's playing the one
No,
ball.
the 3 is. Looking at it from our angle is the ball that's closest to him on the upper side.
Well, Beanie, we might have to bet a cup of coffee on this. I'm saying he plays the one ball.
Well, the way he is shooting, he's either. Well, I forgot to pin you down while we have a little break here. Who did you like in this match before it began, Johnny?
Well, to be honest with you, I made it a pick-em match. I only saw it as a very tough match, which would have been.
You can't sit on the fence. You have to pick one of them. Let's see. Buddy looks like he's playing this ball into the 1.
No, he played safe.
Yeah. Well, look what he did with the cue ball. That's the key.
Well, there's nothing stopping Billy from shooting right now. He will.
Well, this would be a very aggressive shot. If he had a little bit more of an angle, I know he would like it a lot better. But he is looking at that 11 ball. Let's see. He's going to shoot it. He's going to try to force the cue ball over to this rail on your left. The 11 ball is the ball up the rail near the side pocket on Billy's side, which would be the right-hand side. What he was looking at is where to leave the cue ball right now.
Well, when you're playing Buddy Hall, you better put it under the table.
You better put it under the rail.
Yeah, because you don't know what he's going to do.
This is a very risky shot, but I think he's going to shoot it. Now he is drawing the ball. He's going to try to take the cue ball over to the left-hand rail and try to bank it all at the same time. He hit it pretty good.
And he made it perfect. That was a great
Look
shot.
what he did with the cue ball, too. That is just excellent control there.
You know, Billy has always been one of the best bankers there is in the country.
He pocketed that ball just like it was a hanger. Got a little bit of off angle here with his 7 ball. It's almost straight in. Now he's looking at the right shot, Johnny. What he would do is draw the cue ball back up about to the 2nd diamond on the right would be his ideal position, a little off the rail, and either bank the 1 or the 5. All right, I predict that he's going to just draw it back about a foot, get off the rail a little bit. He's also thinking about a combination there. I like the bank better than the combination.
Well, that's a bad break. That really is.
Yes.
He got on top of that ball, and if he didn't, he'd have a pretty good.
He's
got
still
a good
going
shot
to
at it.
He's still going to shoot it, but it's going to make it a lot tougher. The 2 balls that you see there near the spot, he's aiming at him. He's going to try to make a combination. It's what I consider a safe shot unless he leaves a bank. Yes, he'll give up a bank here. This shot would be about 90% easier had he not gotten over that ball.
Definitely.
There's a nice insert of the shot that he's attempting to do. He's going to try to make the combination. The yellow ball into the blue ball and the blue ball going into his pocket. It looks blue, but it's actually the 4 ball. Now Billy's going to show you a trick with the bridge. He cannot quite reach this. He's going to give you the super bridge. He's using 2 bridges. This, I think, is all.
Now he just became a 95% the worst of it.
95. This is very hard to do, and look what he did.
He just did it perfect.
Well, that woke up our audience. You hear the applause. That, believe me, shooting over a ball like that is very, very difficult. But he's not going to get but one more. The one ball got exactly straight in, and that makes it very tough to do anything with the cue ball, that is.
Well, he makes the one ball. He takes the lead in the game 5-3. And it looks like it might be another cliffhanger.
This is going to be a tough game right now. It's going to go down, well, to whoever makes a mistake, of course, is going to lose. But on this equipment, it plays so well. These guys just shoot the balls in from everywhere. He had to just cinch that ball since it was just straight in, so he cinched it. Now he's going to try to put a couple of them down the table.
Well, Buddy Hall actually got lucky that that ball did get straight in, because Billy would have definitely kept shooting.
Yes.
Now comes the game of one pocket. This is the strategy end of it.
Buddy has not put his balls up, but the score in balls is Billy Incardona 5, Buddy Hall 3. Buddy Hall leads in the match 2-1 in a race to 3. I'll tell you, this is a thinking game, and Buddy doesn't make many mental mistakes. He's just playing a safety. He's probably just going to knock the 8-ball down the table and put the cue ball. Well, he hit the other ball. You know, he left Billy a little shot here.
And Billy will shoot at it. And I believe it's a free shot. You have to hit it awful bad.
When you say a free shot, it probably, I would shoot this if I were he. The 6-ball into his pocket over there, and the cue ball coming off the side rail, and possibly touching the 15 on the right-hand side. I think he's going to shoot this ball. Right now, he's ahead 5-3. I don't like what he's doing.
I wouldn't
here.
shoot it like this.
You know what
sure.
he's doing? He's going 2 rails with the cue ball. He was bluffing with that shot. Well, he's ahead, and he's decided to be a little more conservative.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that, Beanie.
No,
I mean, this is a deciding game. If he loses, he's gone.
He
If he
would have
wins,
shot.
he becomes the favorite.
He would have shot the 6-ball had there not been a lot of other balls that would fit into Buddy's pocket. Had he missed it, left the bank or something there, and Buddy could possibly run 4 or 5 balls and would actually could run out. But he will shoot that shot when the balls are not as desirable as they are right now. Buddy's trying to reverse this 5-ball, a bank shot into his corner. Ooh. Well, he bent the pocket up there is really the reason that ball did not go. Billy's just knocking the 8-ball down the table and probably putting it on his side.
No, Billy's shooting at the 8-ball.
They are double crossing me. I cannot see that angle from here. Did you think he was shooting that ball, Johnny?
Be honest with you, yes.
Okay.
Because it was free, totally free.
Well, I see that it was now. Maybe I'm getting old and missing a lot of these things right now.
You know, Beanie, this reminds me of the straight pool tournament you and I did back in New York in the Open.
Oh, while we have a little break in the action here, I've got to finish up that story. Johnny and I were doing a straight pool match between Mike Zuglin and who was the other?
I forgot. I don't remember if it was Dallas West.
Probably between Dallas West and Mike Zuglin. And there was about 8 balls left on the table in straight pool. And Johnny just pointed them out and said, he's going to do this one, going to shoot this one, the 8 ball over here, the 3 ball over there. He just followed as if Johnny had, the guy had heard Johnny say that. And we have had more compliments on that video from around the country that they could not believe that you could predict that and not have seen it before.
Like
Tell them, fess up, Johnny.
I mean,
Tell them all it was all absolutely live that we did it.
It was alive. I guarantee it.
Okay. But looks like he's going to sacrifice his ball and put Billy in. Now leads 6 balls to 3. And if Billy could get one more ball before Buddy does, I think that would just about, it won't lock it up. I've lost a lot of games like this, but when you got 6 or 7 and the other guy doesn't have but 3 and you got him down the table, then you've got to make lots of mistakes for him to win.
That's called putting him in the bank, isn't it?
Putting him in the vault.
in the vault.
Bank, yes. But he was urging that 15 ball to come down about another 6 inches, and he was definitely going to try to bank it across corner. He's going to still try to put it on his side, I think. He may be banking at this ball. Let's see. He'll bank this ball, I believe.
He missed it.
He missed it, but he was banking
And he gave away the 5.
I don't know whether it'll fit or not.
That 5 ball definitely fit.
Somebody just
And
dropped
Billy
it.
will lag it right to the pocket. I don't think he'll shoot at it. I believe he'll lag it there.
He'll be moving very fast when he gets there.
Knock it away. He missed it. I would like that shot better when you lag it because it stays there in the pocket.
I would have lagged that also. Yes.
Right now he gives Buddy Hall a chance to bank it to his 15. He might luck the 15 or luck the 5, and he's back in the game.
Yes, you're right. But can he bank this 5 ball and get out of the way of it with the cue ball?
I believe so. Well, I definitely wouldn't try. I think you have to use a little reverse English across this ball and go the other way with it. Whatever the shot is, you can bet Buddy Hall will shoot the right shot.
Sometimes when a ball gets, Grady has a theory about this, that if you cannot shoot the cue ball directly into the pocket there, that you have a kiss on that ball. But if you can place the 5 ball, whereas that you can shoot by it and shoot the cue ball straight in the pocket,
there's no kiss.
There's no kiss. And I'd never thought of it like that. I just use, just flying by my bootstraps. So I'm hoping it doesn't kiss it. Let's see what he's elected to do. He's elected, well, he knows there's a kiss there when you try to cross it across corner. If that ball were out a little bit where it did not kiss, you'd have a chance of getting it underneath the 15 or lucking the 15 in. He just elected to knock it away.
Well, Billy's going to get rid of this 15 ball. Faster he can get down there.
He doesn't even care if he leaves the 6 ball here, which, but you know what? He could kick at this ball. The most he would sacrifice if he missed it badly and left the bank would be the 2 balls, provided he could do both. That's what he's contemplating right now. He's elected to go be a little more conservative. He's just going to hit the bottom rail, draw the cue ball, and then stop it right there.
That's the shot I like.
I agree.
At this stage of the game, that's definitely the shot that I like.
Now, playing somebody that doesn't play nearly as well as you do, you could afford to take the chance and kick at the ball. But playing somebody Buddy Hall's caliber, one of the greatest players that there is today, you better be very careful how you leave him. You know, he's just going to roll this ball to his hole, leaving. No, he hit it hard. I was surprised.
And he gave up a bank.
He will attempt to bank this. Well, he's got a couple of alternatives here. He can shoot to 3, bank it, which is a lot easier shot. But I don't like that shot, leading 6 balls.
Yeah,
to 3.
I prefer the 15 ball. I'd rather play with 1 ball down here.
You know, when you slow roll it like that, you have to allow for it to slide a long ways, and he allowed just a little bit too much. Or he adjusted a little bit too much, I might say.
Tell me, Bill, don't you think it's such a beautiful thing that Accu-Stats brings these tournament games on film, and where people that couldn't get here get the chance to see these matches?
Listen, you know, when I was growing up and learning to play, we did not have any teaching tools, learning tools. And now you can order these videos of all the greatest players in the world, watch what they do, and I might just add the number. They can send you a free catalog of Accu-Stat video of all the various matches that they have. That number is 1-800-828-0397. Makes for a nice gift. You know, if you have a pool playing friend, give him one for Christmas for his birthday, and give him a half a dozen of them, because you know, you can watch all the greatest players. He has a library of these things. There are hundreds and hundreds of tapes of matches as well as instructions. So we did not have these tools when I was growing up. You had to learn by hard knocks, by losing your money.
That's exactly how. I know I learned an awful lot from watching people play live, and if they had these videos, there's no telling.
You know, there are a lot of books and things like that out today that can be very helpful, and I know Jersey Red was one of the co-authors of a book that I helped co-author called Winning One-Pocket, and he said they just didn't have any learning tools for teaching things when they was learning. They had to learn, like you say, by hard knock. But he's just attempting to roll this 15 ball across the corner and get it close to his pocket, and Billy will be required to have to move it away. Sometimes a match like this, I would like to see some innovative rules when you get more, if you notice what I call the kitchen is the balls behind the head line, the head string. Let's say you get lots of balls down there. I'd like to see no more than 3 be allowed down there. It will speed up the game. Like this game is going to drag on for quite some time. And if you would spot the balls, anything over 3 that get down there and spot them down here would speed up the game tremendously.
I think so. I believe that would work.
I think it would make for a lot more audience appeal of One Pocket. Although, as far as me playing, I like for them to be down there. That way I can stroke a little freer.
Especially in Mr. Incardona's position.
Yeah, especially when you're ahead 6-3. But I think that would make it a very interesting innovation into the game. You know, they play in new rules in 9-ball and some of the other games. I think it would speed it up.
I believe Billy might try to bank this 15 ball and pocket the 6 to protect him.
I don't think you'd have a lot of control with the cue ball there, and you try to draw the cue ball into that 6, you're liable to scratch in behind it. So he's looking at that, but
Well, I'm right again, Beanie, and it looks like...
if he shoots it, you're right again.
Yeah, I'm right
That's what
one
he's
more
shooting
time.
to. Now watch his cue ball, though.
I don't believe it's going to go anyplace.
You're right, it hit.
I mean, I'm tired of being right with you, Beanie.
I'll tell you, I don't know how many we've had today, but I think most of them are you're right again. It just, from my angle, did not look like he was able to control that cue ball that much, but he drew the ball. I was thinking about rolling it.
Oh,
Now,
buddy, oh,
you
yeah.
see what that shot did? It's got 3 balls down here in circulation that will go. That's why the shot was not a good shot. In other words, if Billy makes a mistake with these 3 balls down here, it's tied up then. He should not ever put over 1, 2 at the most in circulation down here. He's going to shoot down here and just tickle the 15. He did not want to leave it that low. Tell you what, Buddy wanted to be aggressive with this ball. He could go after it, but I think he'll just be conservative and just roll it over on here on his side, trying to leave the cue ball right down. Well, let's see what he decides to do.
Well, this is one shot I will not guess on.
You're not going to predict what he's going to do here?
Definitely not.
I tell you what I would do. I would shoot this 15. I'd make it come back into the 6 and go down and try to pocket the 5. But he's banking it over toward his hole and just leaving the cue ball. He did a great shot. You know, if that cue ball gets around that 13 down there instead of striking it, it would have been straight in. Now Billy's got a little bit of trouble here.
Well, I see Billy back kicking the 15 ball and possibly trying to chase the 3 at the same time, or back up table.
I think he'll shoot the 6 and just knock it down the table a little ways. Drop the cue ball down here on the end rail. We'll see who's right this time.
Well, the only thing bad with that shot is...
I know. He'd be digging it. Go ahead. What would be wrong with it?
Well, Buddy Hall would probably pocket the 5 ball and put another ball in play.
That's true, too. Boy, one beautiful thing about this Guys and Dolls facility they have here, they have just great for the spectators. If you notice, the spectators are there in the back row there. I mean, they just got a front row seat. Now, there also are bleachers over to our left and bleachers to our right. But they are seating along the wall there. That's permanent seating. Good. Billy is attempting to just knock this 6 up there about the side pocket. The 6 is going up about the side pocket, and the cue ball's on the rail. As you say, now he can put another ball in circulation. He can do several things here.
Back to 13 down.
Bank the 13
And
down,
try to
but I
make the
think
14
just
ball.
as easy would be the 5 ball. The 5 ball would be banked down here if he pockets it and it goes on the spot. Be just as effective as the 13. Now, if he really wants to be aggressive, he could shoot the 13, hopefully pocket the 14. And then he'd have all the balls he needs down here in order to go out. If you notice, Buddy is slowly putting the balls back in circulation. What I mean by circulation is having them down here on this end. If Billy makes a mistake, he can get all 4 or 5 balls at one time. He's going to just pocket the 5 ball, as you said before Billy shot the shot. You know, that was a major error on his part. It doesn't hurt him a lot, but he wanted another ball in circulation down here.
Well, right now I see Billy Incardona chasing both balls out of here. He will not leave those balls playing.
You know, the only bad thing about this shot that if he was going to shoot the 3 ball, and just the 3 ball alone, that his cue ball may follow beyond and go into the pocket here. He looks like he's trying to knock them both away. What a shot.
Oh, he made one hell of a shot right there.
Now, that, believe me, he didn't pocket a ball, he didn't do anything, but he controlled that cue ball, he put it right behind there. Try that shot from almost a jacked up position to control that cue ball. Even Buddy is smiling with that shot.
Well, that's one of the reasons for getting this tape, because you see shots like that, you won't see them in the average pool room.
Well, this is a very knowledgeable audience. I mean, they recognized a shot like that. And he did not pocket a ball, but yet it was a great shot, and they let him know it too. Now, Buddy has no alternative except just to play a little safety here.
And the balls are going to go right back up into the vault.
Now Billy can put them in the vault. When we say the vault, I refer, of course, to the head string up near the other end of the table, tied up preferably where it won't go. Now Billy's just going to hit this ball 2 rails and leave it on his side, which he did, and it's out of circulation.
Well, I know Buddy's definitely going to shoot the 15 ball.
Yeah, I think he's got his mind made up, although there's not a lot of room to get down by that 6 ball.
Oh, he'll spin it pretty
Now
good.
here's a good angle at this shot. He's going to try to shoot the 15 down at the end, put some what do you call it, running English on the ball, and hopefully throw it back into the pocket where it'll come by the 6 ball. He's got to put a lots of spin on this ball to get it by the 6 ball there, Johnny.
Well, I know Buddy ain't the type of player to lose without giving himself a chance to win. He will definitely take a chance to win.
He has decided to shoot the 6 and reverse the English on this ball. If he makes this ball, he'll have 2 balls for sure. He's trying to shoot it down, reverse the 6. No, he didn't get enough on it. Now Billy will
Well, if he made it, he wouldn't have had much. This 15 wouldn't have been a give me.
No. Now Billy, when this ball gets to the pocket, it won't be rolling very hard. Now what Buddy is thinking about here, if he just shoots his 15 and knocks it away from the pocket and leaves the cue ball there, and he doesn't put this 15 on his side, whenever they pan back on the camera here, there it is. The 13 ball is the single ball up at the top, about a foot and a half off the rail. Billy would have an ideal bank at it. So what he's trying to do right now is where he's going to position this 15 ball that's down near his pocket. He's going to hit it 2-3 rails and come down beyond the 6 and be on his side. Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3 rails. It'll come down some. And now, Billy has got a little bit of a risk, but I still think he will bank at this 13 ball. Billy is playing very conservatively, which he rightfully should, and that was the only ball on Buddy's side that was in scoring position, so Billy elected to move it away. And now Buddy is just trying to play some kind of a safety here. He's just going to knock the 13 ball over on his side. He's trying this ball 2 rails. I don't think, oh, he's 1 rail.
Went back and made it.
Quite a shot.
He's playing for 1. That was one hell of a bang. And the advantage will go back to Mr. Incardona. It's a 2-2 tie. I told you it'd be a squeaker.
Well, I don't think the people really realize that he is out. Anyway, Billy Incardona ties the match, 2 games each. And he gets to break too, right, Johnny?
Well, that's where the advantage comes from now. The advantage will definitely be him. Change. Change it. Give me change.
Well, this match is just about, I told you, between 2 world-class players coming down to the final game. It's whoever gets the break here, I think, will win this. Billy has elected to put this cue ball almost out in the middle of the table to break these balls. Let's see if it works out for him. Well, so far, so good. What do you think Buddy will do from here, Johnny?
I believe they'll try to play safe off the 14 ball and put the cue ball behind the 9.
The 14 ball is the ball on your right side of your screen, the single ball that's up near the side pocket. What Johnny is saying he's going to do is, if he elects to do that, he'll shoot that ball and draw the cue ball down here next to Billy's pocket, near the yellow ball near his pocket. Now, there are lots of other shots, I'm sure, but that's one, if he has to, that he might shoot. I think he's bluffing here, don't you, Johnny?
I don't know. He's looking like if he could bank the 4 ball.
Well, I don't like banking the 4 ball in that position.
Well,
He's got to sell out.
Without a doubt, he'll be betting the game on it for sure.
Yeah. He will not bet the game on the 4 ball as a bank. Well, let's see.
Well, you might be wrong again.
Well, let's see what he does. Well, he sure did.
And he sold out the 9 ball.
I could not believe, well, he was not really banking that ball. I think he was playing a safety.
Oh, he was banking it. He was banking it.
I don't think so. And he was just hoping the 9 ball would come away. Well, Billy will shoot this 9 ball, and he'll draw his ball.
He might have a dead 8 ball, too, with the 5 and 8.
He'll come back around over by the 7.
I believe that 8 ball is dead.
It's the 6 ball or the 8 ball. I'm not sure. Let's see. 3 ball combination. The 8 ball is still there if it's good. I could not believe Buddy, as conservative as he is, to bank at that ball and bet the game on it. Billy will shoot this 2 ball.
8 ball.
8 ball. And the 11. Drawing back. I'll tell you what, I think this match is history.
Well, it shows you what kind of caliber player you have. If you make an error anywhere along your game with this caliber player, you cannot win.
That's
You
right.
will not win the money.
Billy will shoot this 2 and draw back for the 3 ball. Now he got 2 straight in. He wanted a little bit of an angle, but he's going to draw back and probably pocket the 13 or the 14 next.
Which is perfect. Perfect shot on a 14. I believe he's playing for 2 balls.
Yes, Billy needs 2 balls.
Playing for 1.
Playing for 1. Well, that is showing you the skill of these players. Give them just an inch and they will take a mile. Game, match, and set to Billy and Incardona. I didn't quite catch what Buddy said, but Buddy's face got a little red after that shot that he shot. Well, folks, I hope you have enjoyed this video. And if you would like to order some videos, more videos of lots of good matches from Accu-Stats Video, the number is 1-800-828-0397. We're going to have an interview with the winner. So if you'll just hold on for a moment, we'll have an interview with the winner.
Well, Mr. Staton, here's Bill Incardona, the winner.
Hey, yeah. It's not often that I get a chance to come up
Billy,
and visit
wait
you guys.
a minute. How do you feel winning this match? You beat a great player.
Well, I know I had a real tough match going into it. Buddy is a great player, no question about that. A lot of people regard Buddy as the best 9-ball player possibly that have ever lived. But this is One-Pocket. I knew I would have a chance against him because at this stage of my life, One-Pocket is now my best game.
You know what? I want to ask you a question. I want to tell you something. Out on the pro golf tour, they are players that have been out there for 12, 13, 15 years, some of them 20, and just won for the first time this year. Lauren Roberts was an example. Been out there for about 19 years. He's 39 years old. He won this year for the first time. And I think you are in that same category. You're a great player, but you have not won that many tournaments. You've won a couple, but you should have won a lot more as well.
Well, I'm sure you've heard of the tournament jitters. They've been sticking with me all my life. I just can't seem to shake them. What can I say? If I get down there and play a match game for the cheese, I can play.
Oh, yes. Here on my cue card it says, Billy Incardona, great money player. You know what I think you do? I was telling Johnny, I said, I think you come to these tournaments and you lose, and then some guy falls out the stand and says, I can beat him, and you take all of his cheese.
It's funny that you mentioned that. That actually was a tactic of mine because I knew I played poorly in tournaments. I would enter a tournament and kind of like slough off the first match, knowing I had some prospects in the stands, okay? The first match, you don't figure to slough off your first match, but I had no confidence in tournament play, so therefore I gave that away in hopes to gain, after hours.
Billy, I noticed tonight you banked very well. You banked exceptionally well. You made some real good banks on that table tonight.
Thanks a lot, Johnny. I made a couple good banks, but a couple cross-corner banks I hit a little roughly, but nevertheless, I still was able to pull it out,
Billy, congratulations on your win. Now tell us about the new club that you opened in Chicago recently.
Well, Chicago, unlike a lot of other major cities, has a curfew of 1 o'clock. So therefore, all the billiard rooms in Chicago, in the city of Chicago, has to close by 1 o'clock. So that doesn't leave any room for the players to play in after 1 o'clock. So if you open a club in Chicago, you can open 24 hours. Well, a friend of mine, John Roski, Larry Schwartz, and myself opened up a billiard club in Chicago. And it's really a first-rate club. We've got 5 anniversary tables, finely tuned, great tables, plenty of room to play, big screen TV. If you're in Chicago, don't forget to stop and see us.
Please do, everybody.
But will there be action?
Well, there's plenty of action there. Matter of fact, I had an artist paint some signs for me, and the name of our club is called Pool Sharks, and I have signs painted with a shark on all of our signs stating the rules and so on. And on one of the signs it says no gambling. So he asked me if there's going to be action. I think that answers that question. And the address, by the way, is 5224 Northwest Highway. It's in the city. Phone number is 312-545-6211. I'm giving you all this information so you can't pass it by.
If you're ever in Chicago, stop in and see him. I guarantee you will have
Good luck
a
in the rest of this tournament.
Thanks a lot.
Played well.
Congratulations on your win, Billy, and good luck to you. I'd like to see you in the winner's circle.
Well, thanks a lot.
Sunday.
It's one of my rare tournament wins, and I appreciate the company.
You got by a
Thanks
big
lot.
hurdle there tonight.